Hi, it's Todd. You know the drill. Subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff. Okay, let's get going. Got my notes. All right? Many women never ask the question, what do men really want in a relationship? So instead, they assume that what they are what men are seeking in a partner, never realizing that they have nothing that men want. These types of women look at relationships or marriage as first being a status symbol, and it's not about love or caring. Thus, they do not marry for love, therefore are destined to be divorced. Plus, they wonder why they cannot find a good man. If these women look at relationships or marriage as some sort of status symbol, then they will never recognize a good man or what makes a good man. The two women in this video understand what makes a good man. Unfortunately, many women, by the time they understand what makes a good man and what is truly important in a relationship or marriage, they hit the wall. Now, the videos I have been showing has been about women in China, which shows some things are just universal. It doesn't matter the country, nationality, or the culture. There is no feminism in China. Feminism is illegal in China and can get you arrested if you try to start a feminist movement. Therefore, I would argue that feminism is not to blame for what is going on with the women in the United States or in the West. This is just the way many women become when they start making just as much money as men and start attaining just as many resources as men. Women never date down. They always want a man earning more than them, a man who has more resources than them. Plus, women always want to look good in front of their female friends. Thus, for these types of women, a relationship or marriage is also a status symbol and not about love or caring. The other thing I learned from watching videos from China that is also universal is that men get sick and tired of this attitude and they stop pursuing women, which is some of the things that is taking place with here in the United States. For example, 54% of Black American men in the United States who have middle-class incomes are unmarried and are childless. So out of all the Black men in the United States, 54% of us fall into this category. 30% of us are unmarried, so 20% of us are pretty much producing all of the babies. And the same thing is starting to happen in China. But China's a little bit different. Where here in the United States or the West, they blame everything on the man. Where in China, they don't blame everything on the man. They just blame it that they can't find any good man or any good men. It's just their circumstances. But still, a lot of things are just universal, no matter what nationality, country, or the culture. The more educated the woman becomes, the less likely she will be able to find a good man or ever get married, because women only date up, they don't date down. And because they only date up, they always need a man having more resources, making more money, and more education than what they have. Now, here are the videos. Do not forget to subscribe and all of that stuff. Okay.
I was born in 1990, and after the new year, I will turn 36. I dare say there is no woman dumber than me. Why do I say that? As a girl from a regular family, I have no connections, no degree, no good financial background. I ended up losing weight by drinking toxic chicken soup. When I first entered the workforce, someone told me, "You're still young. Take your time. First focus on improving yourself. You will find a rich, handsome, and caring man. Don't rush." I believed this chicken soup, and in the end, I became an older single woman. It was only in the last 2 years that I woke up. And now I really want to tell many girls, like us, coming from ordinary families, we need to learn how to make choices. We can't have everything. And we need to understand that when we choose a man, he is also evaluating the pros and cons. I asked my friends who married well, and I realized they were really smart. They knew exactly what they wanted. For example, one of my friends, she wanted to find a man with better conditions, who had a house and a car in the city, without needing to pay a mortgage, and didn't live with his parents. She followed this standard when she was younger, and she only required that the person had good character, ambition, responsibility, and a paid-off house. Other details she was willing to negotiate. There is no perfect person, even if there were. We would still need to think about whether we are compatible. Now I realize where my problem was. Because after finishing high school I started working. I opened a bubble tea shop. And thought the University of Life was far more useful than any private college. In my youth I started early. Had a failing shop. Was very self-righteous. Had a bad temper. And was very bossy. After my business failed, I went to a technical college. Worked in a high-end office building as a salesperson. Received many calls. But only customers contacted me. I thought of myself as a strong woman. Always wanting to find someone in my career who could guide me. A man who was poorer. But emotionally supportive. Someone stronger than me. Who could give me security. Looking back, I realize how dumb I was. If a man is stronger than me in his career, he probably has his own ambitions. How could he have time to take care of my little emotional problems? This type of man will look for a woman who can take care of the home, raise children, and maintain the stability of the family. That's why my expectations in choosing a partner were completely wrong. And now it's really hard for me to get married. I truly want to advise young girls. Make sure you understand what you really want while you're still young.
都不喜欢优质剩女呢？
Why do men generally not like the so-called high-quality leftover women? Because in reality, these leftover women may not necessarily be high quality. This title might be self-assigned by them or compliments from others. This morning, I met a matchmaker who shared a real story about an older leftover woman. A mother approached this matchmaker to find a partner for her daughter. The mother introduced her daughter as a Beijing native, 33 years old, 165 centimeters tall, with a good annual income, owning a small villa and a commercial apartment, holding a master's degree. The mother showed the matchmaker a photo of her daughter, which was retouched to look very beautiful. The matchmaker told the mother that in cases like her daughter's, they are not very willing to take on the task because there would be some difficulties. Then she asked the mother, "What are your requirements for the man?" This auntie demanded that the man should be under 35 years old, earn over 250,000 yuan annually, be at least 175 centimeters tall, have at least a bachelor's degree, and own property in Beijing. The matchmaker couldn't help but ask the auntie, why would a man under 35 years old, earning over 250,000 yuan annually, choose your 33-year-old daughter? Wouldn't he prefer a younger and prettier 25-year-old girl? After a moment of silence, the auntie said, "Okay, I can relax the age requirement to 36 or 37. Seeing the anxious and helpless expression on the auntie's face, the matchmaker couldn't bear to discourage her further, only saying, "Let me try to find a match for you." In fact, without mentioning the matchmaker, let's speak frankly. Do you think relaxing the age requirement to 36 or 37 would make it easier to find a partner? I am also a woman, and I deeply understand the cruelty of the marriage market at our age. But reality is often harsher than we imagine. In the marriage market, there are many high-quality women, but high-quality men are scarce. The matchmaker also said that as soon as a high-quality man appears, he is quickly taken. Many so-called high-quality girls only consider themselves outstanding and just want to get married. Truly outstanding girls have long been married. Since university, those gentle, understanding, and naturally attractive girls have basically entered relationships or marriage. Because girls who are truly well-rounded, both inside and out, are rarely left behind. Girls who are exceptionally attractive have many suitors, men's eyes are sharp. And these internally excellent girls, when dealing with relationship issues, are emotionally stable and can overcome difficulties with their partners. Therefore, female friends, we must face reality. 95% of leftover women do not meet high-quality standards.
I'm a 37-year-old woman who moved to Beijing, and I'm an older, high-quality woman. The term high-quality, I used for the first time yesterday. I saw many comments saying that I was exaggerating, that my words were wrong, and some even asked me what I really meant by high-quality. Today, I want to talk to you about what it means to be a high-quality woman. What does quality really mean in a woman? Good looks, a beautiful body, a good personality, a good temper, high education, a good job, a high income. Does all of this count? If everything is good, that's not quality, that's perfection. And if it's perfection, then I wouldn't be a woman, I'd be a goddess. So, you need to understand, what does it really mean to be high quality? Of course, just like there's no perfect woman, there's also no woman with no qualities. This applies to men as well. In fact, we all have strengths and weaknesses. But when it comes to relationships and marriage, a woman's quality refers more to her inner qualities, not the external ones. This includes a person's values, education, wisdom, and personality. A person with content is someone who knows how to respect and tolerate others, who can put themselves in their partner's shoes, understand their needs and feelings, and have strong values and a positive attitude toward life. A person with deep content can offer emotional and spiritual support in a relationship. They are good communicators and can bring hearts closer together, establishing an emotional connection in life. This connection is not based on physical attraction, which is fleeting, but on a soulful connection, something deep and lasting. I believe that this emotional connection is the secret to a solid and lasting marriage. To sum up, in a relationship, a woman's excellence must benefit the other person. It should never be based solely on external factors like education, social status, or income, which are unnecessary conditions. Of course, if you are a woman who combines beauty and intelligence, you are truly a rare woman. Finally, responding to a comment that said high quality should be an evaluation from others, not something one claims for themselves, I want to say, we don't live to please others. Our lives don't need to be defined by anyone.